something that made you angrier than you have ever been. When I was 14, my dad married Elaine, a high-powered attorney who moved us into her sleek downtown penthouse. She seemed incredible at first, buying me designer clothes, getting me into an elite private school, and bragging to her colleagues about her brilliant stepdaughter. I remember thinking I'd hit the jackpot, especially when she'd take me to her law firm and introduce me as the future Supreme Court Justice. Everything changed when my half-sister Lily was born. Elaine became obsessed with turning Lily into a child prodigy. By age 3, Lily could recite entire sections of law books, but had never been to a playground. Instead of bedtime stories, Elaine made her memorize legal precedents, recording her recitations to show off at dinner parties. I started noticing how Lily would flinch whenever she made mistakes. Once, I walked in as Elaine was forcing Lily to stand perfectly still in the center of the living room, holding law books in each outstretched arm. "Future lawyers need perfect posture and discipline," Elaine said when she caught me watching. Lily's arms were shaking, tears streaming down her face. My dad traveled constantly for work, so he rarely witnessed what happened. When I tried telling him, Elaine convinced him I was jealous of the special education she was providing. "Look how advanced she is," she'd say, showing videos of Lily perfectly reciting legal terms. "She's thriving under my guidance." One night, I heard Lily crying in Elaine's home office. I found her huddled under the desk, surrounded by scattered flashcards, a red mark across her cheek. Elaine was standing over her, hissing that she'd made them look foolish at her firm's family day by forgetting a simple legal definition. That's when I started documenting everything on my phone. For 6 months, I collected evidence. Videos of Elaine screaming at Lily for mispronouncing legal terms. Photos of Lily's exhausted face at 2 a.m. still being drilled on case law. Audio recordings of her sobbing in her room. The worst was catching Elaine threatening to send Lily to boarding school if she couldn't recite the entire Bill of Rights by her 4th birthday. I tried showing my dad the evidence during one of his rare weekends home, but Elaine had already poisoned him against me. She told his family I was acting out because I couldn't handle Lily's intelligence. She even scheduled me for therapy sessions, telling the therapist I had pathological jealousy toward my gifted sister. The breaking point came during Elaine's firm's annual gala. She'd been prepping Lily for weeks to perform for the partners, reciting complex legal arguments she'd memorized. Minutes before her performance, Lily froze up from exhaustion and anxiety. Elaine dragged her to the bathroom where I found them, Lily hyperventilating while Elaine gripped her shoulders so hard they bruised, threatening to take away her few remaining toys. I'd had enough. I pulled out my phone and started recording. Elaine lunged at me, slamming me against the wall and cracking my phone screen, but not before I'd captured everything. A senior partner walked in, witnessing Elaine's rage. She immediately switched to her courtroom smile, claiming I was having another episode. That night, I retrieved everything from my cloud backup and created a detailed document with timestamps, dates, and all the evidence I'd gathered. I sent it to every partner at her firm, the State Bar Association, and CPS. I included testimonies from our housekeeper who'd witnessed the abuse, but had been afraid to speak up because Elaine threatened to have her deported. 3 days later, Elaine was called into an emergency meeting with the firm's ethics committee. They confronted her with my evidence, including footage from the gala bathroom that the senior partner had corroborated. She was placed on immediate leave pending investigation. When CPS arrived at our home, they found Lily's room filled with law books, but not a single toy, and a chart on her wall, tracking failures, with corresponding punishments. My dad finally saw the truth when investigators showed him the evidence. He broke down completely, realizing he'd chosen career advancement over protecting his daughter. He took immediate family leave, moved us to my grandparents' farm, and got Lily into play therapy. Lily is 8 now and obsessed with painting and horses.